Hello, it's Dominique. I just finished a beautiful wedding album today. I worked 2 days on that, well, 3 days with you today because just the cross stitch took me like more than half the day to make. I want to show you. I used the wedding day from Paper House. I used the big stack. I had some sheets left, and I had the scrapbooking kit as well, and I put all my leftovers into the kit so that I can make another one there. And also I had kept a couple sheets that they didn't have in the kit that I thought were really important, like the cake. I don't think they have the cake sheets in the kit, so I had 2 here, so I used only 1. Of course I don't use 2 of the cake, even though I could have used the back of it because they're double-sided. But anyways, I put 1 in there, and there's a couple things also that I put in there, but pretty much there was not much left, just a few papers left. And I had also some sheets of 12 by 12 I have used of the open stock from Joanne, just a few of them. Also I have bought these because the lady that ordered, this is a custom order, the lady that ordered this this album, she wanted to have some kind of pink or well, she said pink because the lady that she's making this for likes pink, but she's more into like salmon or peach. Her bouquet will be that color, so I ended up adding some of the peach and peachy red paper that I thought would match there, and I appreciated really this one I used for borders quite a bit. And also a few sheets, like a peachy sheets here I have used from the something blue from Prima, and this one was denim and pearls from the Paper Studio. So I'm going to show you what I made. It's huge. I don't call it a mini album. This is like a big album. It's not a mini. Like we keep saying mini album, mini album. This is not a mini album. The measurement, it's let me get a ruler because I really want to give you the right measurements. So here the pages are 9 inches the pages, plus half an inch for the hinge system here, and then the whole album is 10 1/4 inches. The height is 7 1/2, and the pages are like 7 1/4 because I wanted to make sure that they can put a 5 by 7s on that side and that side. So I made them 7 1/4, and the hinge is 3 and well, the inside is 3 inches. So the inside right here is 3 inches. So I really like the way that it turned out. Here I have a nice bouquet. I have flowers. I put some stickles on the flowers. So I got the flowers. She had ivory and kind of salmon in her bouquet, so I decided to make a bouquet pretty much the same colors as hers, as the bride. And their name is Lucy and Jan. I think it's somewhere in Northern Europe. And I used one of the cutouts here, and also she like I brought her a whole bunch of things in my stash, and she picked the things that she liked. She really liked this pool, so I got the salmony thread that went with it, so I put that there, and then the little bottle with there's a dove feather in there and a little pearl, some flowers here, buttons there, the nice corners from spare parts I think. And here she really wanted to have this little braided burlap kind of, and it has little leaves in there, even though there's no green here. It's the leaves that go with the bouquet kind of. And I've got this big flower here I got at Joanne on the beads strings. The spine is made with nice fabric, always my nice vintage full suede fabric. And here I wanted to put this little brad here from Tim Holtz, but I thought it was so big that I needed to have something bigger, so I just put this flower here. It's not glued on. Maybe I should glue it on. I don't know. Maybe I should do that. But anyways, it's a brad, so it's inside. And I got some charms here, so a few things that I had in my stash. And this here I put a little image of birds, so she can just peel that off. I left it there. Heart here. And this thing here that was given to me. And some ribbon. And oh yeah, this one I need to cut. And in the back, on the back, I got this here with the lace, and the same as the front. Here you can see it better because there's no bouquet there. This is nice trim that I bought at Hobby Lobby, the one that they sell by the yard. So they have this little piece, we'll see inside, a little piece of, it's kind of felt but shiny on the top, and it's not shiny on the back. It's really nice the way they made this. And they have 2 kinds of flower, and they keep like alternating. And yeah, so I just cut them off and put them there, and then this is where the ribbon is attached to, and again the corners. So I made 4 pages, And this is my hinge system that I created. I'm using that pretty often. So it's got the 1/2 inch moving hinge here. And 4 pages each of them has a pocket, is a pocket page. So they all have this big photo mat. So I just took a, oh, I need to put through, I forgot to put, you see what you get to do? You need to round the corner so it doesn't happen here. So I'm going to round this corner. So I just took an 8.5 by 11, and I just folded wherever it needed to fold. I'm going to put that away so that I can remember to fix it. And this nice cross stitch here, as you can see, it's nice colors, same colors as the paper and the flowers, and put the date they're going to get married, and some little hearts there, bigger hearts, smaller hearts, little cluster hearts, and the flowers here. And some rings, of course. And this here I use the Tim Holtz knob for the ribbon to attach to. So I'm going to show you the inside. So it goes like this. So the way that I work that is I made mostly, sometimes like 2 interactions, a small one and a bigger one here. Because having like a big interaction, I don't think it's very nice, like 2 big pages. I have a few of them, but not all of them. So I tried to kind of cut the interactions. And so here, this first one is a big pouch, because I offered her if she wanted to have the pouch for them to put remember, like, all the time that they've been together, when they met, and all the details and photos of them, you know, going out together, the activities they had, and all that, you know. So I made this big pouch for that. And here it says our story is just beginning. That's where it started. So I thought it would be perfect. And oh yeah, also I used some of those little journaling cards from Kaiser Craft. I don't remember the name of the cards, and they don't exist anymore anyway, so you can't get them. So Our Amazing Life, so that goes in there, and Our Memories, that goes in there as well. And here I made this little booklet, so I use a paper from the paper collection, one of the little cards from the journaling cards from Kaiser Craft. And these are some wooden, there was a frame, there was this lady and the man. This is all pre-cut and already distressed, but I distressed it on top of it. So I used the lady and the frame elsewhere in there, but this is what was left of the veneer little embellishments, so I used them here because it's him and her, so I thought it would be good. So they have here the tea dyed paper, and here, so they can put a couple pictures as well in there, and they can fill this with pictures. I can put maybe 50 pictures in there. I counted all together in the album without this and without the last one, which is like a belly band with the ribbon and lace and all that. Without those two, it was 150 photos. So, and I'm not sure I have counted the big photos and the big mats here. Probably, I don't remember. I have to recount those. And also the theme was barn. It's a barn in the field wedding. So that's why the lady picked this paper collection. She really thought it was appropriated. So this is the thing here. So this is expandable, as you can see. So, and I left the room, as you can see in the book here, the spine. There's room for it to be completely filled. So they can put this much, like it maybe 100 photos in there if you want to. So I thought it was important to leave the room for that. That's why there's so much room here on my spine for this one. So that's that. And then next page. So here we have a little waterfall. And this lady really liked this trim, so I put that there, and I put some elsewhere. So I put some, so here is all the white and green. I kind of stayed within the 2 or 3 color schemes, but not more than that. I didn't want to fill everything, like all the green and the red and the brown and the white. No way. So I kind of stayed with the 1, 2, 3 colors together. So this one I made sure that I put some pink or red or salmon red here, so that it fits together. So they have all this waterfall here. You can put lots of photos in here. And here she has a little card, because I like to make a pocket when I finish here. So I have my little piece of paper here, so I cover this and I put a pocket, and I put 1 card, but they can add a couple more in there. and this part here. So here you have the 2 diagonal pockets. So I added these cards. This is from the paper collection. This is from the Kaiser Craft cards. So it just, and you can add, well, at least 3 more in each pocket because I left some gusset here for that. And here behind that, this is an on-page pocket for this portion here. So I made this card here. I just punched this, and this one broke, so I kind of tore this little piece that broke because my punch was broken. It was the last one I needed to make for the album, for the project, so it has to work. I have to write to Fisker so that they can get me another one. So this one opens here. I wanted to make a pop-up card, but it didn't work out, so I ended up making just pocket here, and here is where I had torn the paper from the pop-up, so I just put these mats, and they can just journal or maybe put another photo in there. So yeah. Pop-up. I'm having problems with the pop-up cards, so I'm not making those anymore. I don't think so. That's it. But this was not the kind of album I think that you need to put a pop-up card in. So now, so this is where every love story is beautiful, but ours is my favorite. So this is like telling, maybe they're getting ready for their wedding, maybe getting ready, all the preparation and all that, the planning. So here we got the green and the beige. So here we have, this is leftover I had in my stash. It was like a whole swirl thing, and I just got this little piece, so I just put it there. It was perfect because I had the room because of this thickness here. So here, this is a pocket. You can put a couple photos here. Maybe you can put one here, but I wouldn't. So here I had attached it here, but it was, even though it was attached here, it flipped like this because it opens on the bottom. So I decided to add, so I went underneath here and I put a magnet. I put that there, and then I put a magnet here underneath, and then it's magnetizing, so everything is holding together. So the way this works is that this is my technique where I have the 12 by 12 that you don't want to cut like pieces, bits and pieces, and it's too nice, so you want to keep the whole thing. So what you do is just you take this down. Here I did a little bit of stenciling, and you open here, and then you have the big one. So they can put 4 photos. I would put smaller, maybe like 3 by 4 here at the 4 center. Or if they have a big one, they can cut it in 4 and just put the 4 pieces there. Maybe, they'll see. So this goes like this, and here. And you open this. No, okay, this opens like this as well. Here. So you have another one here, and this one here I made a pocket. This one I need to reglue. It's coming off. So there's a pocket here to put a couple things there. Because I thought it was too much of the beige thing here, so I said, well, at least this one we're going to have a pocket to make it, to kind of break the beige. That's why I did the stenciling as well. So here I have a pocket. They can put 3 or 4 pictures there, and this one was a nice cutout from the paper collection. I really wanted to have this one because it's green, and that was the place to put it, so I put some cheesecloth underneath, and just to make it pop, so that it's the focal point. So I put this little card here. They can put that because it's got the green in it. So they can put 2 more photos for sure. And I didn't count this one when I was counting the count of number of photos to go in the album. So for sure over 150. And there's plenty of room because all the gussets are there. Like everything is already gusseted for the picture, so it won't take more expansion. But if it does, it's just a ribbon, so it can still do it doable. Okay, now this one here. So the bride and the groom. So now they're getting married, of course, huh? Maybe they got married here. Now this is more of the wedding. So here I got the 2 cutouts. So that was from the paper collection. So I got the gray, the green on the brown, and the brown on the green. So it makes a nice contrast, and it really matches. Put the kind of ivory blinks here, and then the brown here. I do is on the sticker sheet. I use a little bit of the stickers from the sticker sheet that I had bought at Joanne. It was the wedding things that went with this paper collection. They didn't call it Wedding Day, but it was from Paper House as well, so it really matched it. So these are 2 envelopes. So here you have a pocket here, and here you have a pocket here. So you can put a small photo, maybe a long photo, like the groom standing, and here the bride standing, and then they can put a couple more in there. And here I have, everything has been distressed. Every single sheet of paper has been distressed with vintage photo from Tim Holtz. And some I have also used as distresser to make it old. So some of them have it. So here's what I used, the veneer that were the ones that I had used here on the book, little booklet. I just took the negative from this, but this I put there. That's the groom and the bride, and they can journal something here. And I put these cards because the lady really liked those cards, especially this one. So I said, okay, let's put these in there. I'm gonna put this way so that they can see the Mr. and Mrs. And here the Mr. and Mrs. This is the page that made me decide on the size of the album. So it had to be at least this. As you can see, it comes from the M to the S, and there's like even a little piece missing there. So this was the size of the width of the album because of this sheet. And I make it, like I said earlier, I made it a little bit more than 7 inches so that it can put 5 by 7 pictures if they want to put it like portraits. And here I distress, and this I used the same paper that was left over. As you can see, it's continuing here on the side. Same with this one, it's continuing right here. So there. And then this one, I had one that, okay, I showed it. Okay, next page. So here, so today I married my best friend, so that's right after the wedding. So here I put this little clothespin because it was coming out, because it's magnetized here, but there's a flap, so I didn't want to put another magnet here, so I said, okay, I'm just gonna put this little thing here. It's perfect. So here the way it works is you have a tiny little, so I took the bigger envelope, I cut it in half, and I made a little 2-envelope file. And here with the smaller one that I didn't cut, I just cut the top of it, I made a 4-envelope file here, and I put this little card here. Maybe I put it somewhere else, I'll see. And so this has a magnet, so it opens like this. And here I have 2 more little flap here to put 4, 1, 2, 3, and then maybe another picture here. So there you go. And this one has got a big on-page pocket. So I have 2 of them in the album. This one is one, and there's one later. So the big on-page pocket. And also it has the pocket page, which has this large one, like I showed you earlier. So it's the same. I didn't have any more paper to mat this, and I said it's okay. Like there's enough pattern. It could be a little bit of ivory just by itself. So that's this page. Now here, this one. So here I just showed it someone. So here it has this little Tim Holtz. I think it's Tim Holtz. Not sure. Swing tab. It might be loose a little bit, but once they have like 2 pictures, because there's going to be maybe one here, but there are 2 underneath for sure, then it'll be just fine. It'll stay there. So here you open this. You have this photo here, photo here. I use a couple of those paper clips a little bit everywhere in the album because I really like them. So then you do this, and then you swing this one, and you go like this. 2 more pictures. Maybe a smaller one here. But if they have too many, so they can just cover that. So that's the top of the interaction of the page. So this opens like this. It's got a magnet. So here's the little trim that the lady wanted. So I put some there. So it opens here. So here I have a pocket that I made. It can go all the way down and all the way on the edges. So as you can see, 7 inches. It's perfect. So it can go all the way there. This is 6. So there's an extra inch there. And here I have used the technique where I have the base paper, I do the punch, and then I do the same on the pattern paper, but when I glue it just a little bit lower so that you see like the 2 colors here, like a shadow, especially when you have the back, the paper is darker, it looks like a shadow here. And I put some trim here, 2 trims there. This one here with a picot, and then this one on top. And I put pearls a little bit everywhere. You've seen them. I'm not showing everything I'm making. This one I really like this page, so I just they can put a couple photos here, maybe one here and one here, and then you keep this, of course. And I have the same thing here. It has a different wood. This wood is more like orangey, and this one is more gray. And I put a couple of cards in there. And here they have the long page, the long pocket that goes all the way in there, and then this one too. And this one too. And this is my technique I use for the interrupted image. That goes, it's the same image going. It doesn't look like it because it's just like one banner, but it's okay, as you wish. It can be that way, but that's the technique I use. It's the same paper that I just cut and have it tucked just a little bit underneath. So that's that page. Next page, okay, this one here tends to catch a little bit. So this page here, you've got two interactions here, and also you have a, behind this one here, you have an on-page pocket with this little card. It doesn't go all the way down. Decided that it was big enough, so there's enough room for photos, so this one's going to go in there, just this size. So here you have this nice card that I made. Here again you see I distressed with a distresser, but everything with the ink as well. And I like this paper here because it had this little trim here, and I added one of the lace paper from the Denim and Pearls, and I put a key here and piece of tulle, and I put a couple of cards there so that they see that they can tuck something and they can put photos there. I didn't want to finish the insides. I would have been out of paper if I would have done that. So here those are opening like this, and here you have this is the on-page pocket. I didn't put all the way in this way here. So here you have the waterfall cascade this way. Whoop. There. So I really like this interaction. I'm making it, this is like the 4th time I'm making it, and I'm not done with it. Here I used some lace, and then I put a trim that I had bought the Christmas spools of trim at Joanne, and I thought it was really nice, so it matched here because it has the burlap underneath. I don't know if you can see, and also the red here. And on this side here you have this sticker from the Paper House sticker sheet. So here you have these nice places for photos. You can put tiny photos or just the one in journal underneath, or either they can put 2 for, but I counted just the 1 per sheet, and these 2 here per page, if I can say. So I like to have the 2 interactions that way. Really like that. And so that's that page. Next page here. So here it says dream come true, so it's after the wedding, like maybe starting the reception and all that. So here this was tied, but I had shown it to someone, so I didn't tie it back. So here I'm using the envelopes. I have 3 sizes of envelopes to make this interaction. So here first you can put a little photo here. This I would keep. So they have a pocket here. That's the envelope, and the flap of the envelope is glued underneath here, and then I just mat it on top. So you get automatically a pocket here, and I cut the 2 little edges here of paper from the envelope. And the lady really liked these. I used little cards, little tags from preserved paper. So I kind of matched the colors. You'll see them throughout, and then you'll see that they really match. So here, photo here again, photo here, pocket, photo here, photo here. See, this one matches too. Pocket, photo, photo, pocket. See that here I got the blue and the beige. Photo here, and they can tuck it underneath. I left it open underneath so that they can tuck a photo there. They can do some journaling here if they want to. And here you got another one. Again, pocket. So this one is more brown. This one too here with the journaling on it, kind of. So big photos there. And then here I made a pocket, so I got this one that was bluish, so it really matches the paper. And here you have this nice trim here, and they can put, like, I don't know, I left a gusset of, did I leave a gusset here? Yeah, there's a gusset like 1/8 of an inch, so they can put maybe 10 photos in there. If they put side by side, like 4x6s, they can put 20 in there for sure. And it'll still close because you have the ribbon to close it. And there's enough space between my pages with a 1/2 inch, so they can still add up. Oh yeah, oh yes, I did finish. And this one also has the big on-page pocket. It goes in there. I really like having on-page pockets, but I just made 1 per flipping page, so that there's 4 of them. And then with the pages, the envelope pages too, I thought it was enough. So now the reception, so I put this as like they're eating, a little set with the tablecloth and all that, the silverware. And this one I just put there because I thought it was cute, but it doesn't do nothing. It's just decorative mostly. I wanted to put it here, but it was too close to this, it would catch on this, and then this here, it was not catching on anything. So here this is a magnet, so they can put a picture here, or they can tuck it with this if they want to. Put another one here, and then another 2 more, and 2 more, and another one, and then another one here, and this is the cake The cake page, very important. And then here you can see the trim that I bought at Hobby Lobby with the, so you can have it like so long, and you can cut it if you don't want to have this little space here to use them as embellishment like I did here on this one right here. So I really like this. I'm gonna buy more. They're 50% every other week, I think. So I'm gonna buy more and bring some with me. So the last page is just the belly band that are crossing. The belly band is the piece of ribbon, trim, and then lace. I like to make the three together. And here I made a little cluster with the butterfly and the flowers and some pearls. And here, happily ever after, I needed to put this here. And here the cards. Here it says, forever begins today. And I put the sheer ribbon here so that we can still see through. There's no way I could put this one right across there. So forever begins today. So right after the wedding, that's where their life is starting as man and wife. So that's what it is. Really happy about the result. I think that's the biggest album I have ever made. I thought that the one that I had made for the swap for Rosa Kelly, which I haven't put the, I'm almost, maybe it'll be there by the time I post this one. Maybe it'll be on it. So I thought it was my biggest, but I think this one is really my biggest now because the other one was not that big. So I hope you liked it. I love it. So really excited about giving it to the lady tomorrow, so that she's gonna be amazed because she is not expecting that for sure. I told her that she will get a lot for her money, so that's what she's getting. So if you liked it, you can click on that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, just click on that subscribe button and also on that little bell right next to it so that you can get notified every time I have a new video coming. And also you can comment if you have any questions, any interactions you'd like to have, any details or information, just let me know and I would just give you the information. If I need to make a little tutorial, I will make it for you. So thank you for